Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So bali ngayon guys, ang topic nating pag-usapan is regarding civil documents. So bali ito guys, EB3 visa. So ano-ano ba yung mga documents na dapat nating kailanganin? Ano-ano ba yung mga documents na dapat isubmit natin? Disclaimer muna tayo guys bago tayo mag-proceed dito sa ating video. So itong video na to guys ay based on our experience. Kung ano-ano yung mga documents na sinabit namin doon sa legal team namin or doon sa case manager namin. So yun na nga po guys, dito i-explain natin yung bawat documents na isasubmit natin para dito sa ating civil documents collection. Kaya po ginawa to guys kasi tapos na rin kami dito sa civil documents na to para at least pag kayo ay nag-ready ng inyong documents ay aware na kayo sa mga documents na dapat i-prepare. So bali guys, unang documents na pag-uusapan natin dito guys is valid passport. So yun, number one yung principal applicants, dapat merong valid passport. Kasama na rin lahat ng dependents niya guys. So valid passport means dapat guys mahaba yung expiration. So at least kung recommendation guys, at least kare-renew nyo lang or at least mahaba pa yung validity kasi sa tagal ng process natin baka abutin ka ng expiration. So dito guys sa civil documents, doon nga sa requirements is at least 6 months prior to expired your passport na makapasok ka sa US. So kung nag-i-start ka pa lang guys at pa-expired na rin naman yung passport mo within 2 years or 1 year, so better guys na i-renew na muna. I-renew nyo na rin yung passport mo bago mag-submit para at least valid yung passport. Kasama na rin yung dependents guys. So dependents kung meron kang asawa, yung husband or wife, at lahat ng mga kids, lahat ng mga children ay dapat merong valid passport. So, yun na nga guys, dapat valid talaga kasi kung hindi nga valid, sa tagal ng process, especially now is retrogression, so baka abutin ka ng expired. So, yun, since na-submit mo na yung mga papel, lalo kung tapos na yung I-140, tapos DS-260, napakahirap talaga. So yan yung number one requirements is valid passport. Second requirements for civil documents guys na i-discuss natin dito is with regards to birth certificate. So birth certificate ng principal applicants kasama na rin yung dependents. So kung ikaw ay single, so katulad ng passport, so wala nang issue, sa'yo lang. Pero kung meron kang mga dependents, so dapat yung birth certificate ay meron kayo lahat nun guys. So take note guys, yung birth certificate ay dapat galing sa PSA. So yung principal applicants at lahat ng dependents. So kung husband at kung may kids ka, kasama na rin yung sa mga bata. Dapat lahat yun guys ay PSA copy na birth certificate. So additional notes lang dito guys, no, kung ikaw ay kung meron kang anak na pinanganak sa ibang bansa, like for example OFW na pinanganak yung anak nila sa somewhere like UAE, Qatar or Bahrain or Saudi, so hinihingi rin nila yung copy ng birth certificate ng bata kung saan pinanganak. Pero kung lahat naman ay sa Pilipinas pinanganak, ang hinahanap lang ay birth certificate issued by PSA. Usapan natin guys is about marriage contract. So kung ikaw ay married, so kailangan mo mag-provide ng marriage contract. Pero kung ikaw naman ay single, hindi na kailangan ng marriage contract. So sa marriage contract guys, ganun din, issued by the PSA, ang marriage contract na tinatanggap ng legal team. At saka so yun lang yung tinatanggap nila guys. So by the way guys, ang topic natin ito guys ay kasama to sa I-140. Sa pagpaprocess pa lang ng I-140 mo guys, pag ipafile ka ng I-140 dun sa USCIS, kung ipafile ka ng I-140 dun sa USCIS, so kasama tong mga documents na to guys. Ngayon, pagka kompleto ka na doon at nag-proceed, kailangan na rin to sa NBC for your DS-260. So hindi ka makakapag-proceed guys pag hindi ka nag-submit ng mga requirements na to. passport for dependents, marriage contract, birth certificate, especially for I-140. So the other documents it required to the NVC for DS-260. So yun na nga guys, marriage contract issued by the PSA. Tapos kung ikaw ay previously married, kailangan din ng divorce certificate doon sa dati mong asawa or doon sa dati mong spouse. Pero kung yung spouse mo naman ay death na guys or kinuha na ni bossing, so kailangan mo rin magsubmit ng death certificate issued by the PSA. So lahat ng marriage certificate guys is only valid kung ito ay issued from the PSA. So next several documents that we discuss here guys is with regards to police clearance. So police clearance guys for principal applicants at gayon din sa dependents. So bali ganito yan guys, kung ang principal applicants, kung ikaw ay single, so ikaw lang. Pero kung ikaw ay married, lahat ng dependents ay kailangan ng police clearance pag nag 16 years old na guys. So for example guys, principal applicants, kailangan mong mag-submit ng police clearance sa bansa kung saan ka tumira ng 6 months more than 6 months. So for example, kung nag-work ka sa UAE within 6 months or more, so you need to provide police clearance. If you are working in Qatar for more than 6 months, you need to submit police clearance. So bali ang police clearance guys, pag nag-edad ka ng 16 years old kasama yung dependent mo, so principal applicant kasama yung dependents, pag nag-edad na ng 16 years old above at nakatira siya ng 6 months or more doon sa particular country like UAE, Qatar, or like for example Italy, you need to submit police clearance guys. So yan yung requirements ng police clearance guys, kasi pagdating mo ng DS-260 guys, lahat ng address na visited mo dun guys, so kailangan mo talagang i-declare. So yun, napaka-crucial, napaka-critical. So kailangan talaga months by year yung pag-fill up mo doon. So kaya ang police clearance guys, kung malayo ka pa sa process mo, kailangan mo nang umpisahan din. So ang tip natin dito guys, every country that you live for more than 6 months, then you need to provide the police clearance certificate by the principal applicants and the dependents. Additional tips guys, additional notes, but you need to confirm to your legal team at to your case manager. As per them, Saudi and Bahrain is not longer need to provide the police clearance certificate. Nakawave na raw ang police clearance certificate for these two countries, Saudi and Bahrain. So hindi na kailangan mag-submit ng police clearance certificate. Next documents guys na pag-uusapan natin guys is with regards to the NBI clearance. So yun, kailangan mo ring mag-submit ng valid NBI clearance to your legal team and to your case manager or kung saan ka man nag-apply guys. So bali guys, ang NBI clearance, ang tip ko lang dito, kung ikaw ay nasa abroad or ikaw ay OFW, so just visit to the nearest embassy, pwede kang kumuha ng NBI clearance doon. So yun, medyo mahal nga lang guys kasi you are outside of the Philippines. So may mga process na dapat bayaran, especially like for example, ipaprocess mo by LBC, so medyo merong charges yon. So additional tip, kung ikaw naman ay nag-a-apply ng AV3 visa at pabakasyon ka naman ng Pilipinas, so make sure guys na makakuha ka ng NBI certificate para at least meron ka ng hawak. So yan yung mga part ng civil documents collection. So yun lang po guys, maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. I hope na nakapagbigay na naman tayo ng information dito sa ating vlog. So thank you so much guys sa inyong panonood. See you next time. Bye bye!